and cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with their opponents. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. First carry for Najee Harris. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Harris. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson now. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Able to slither by. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. This is Harris. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. It's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. 21-0 our score after 1. Now Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Odell his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
6-man. Check curls.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Jackson on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Dobbins trying the left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
13. He's not going to get me. Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They go play action now. Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. Was over 100 yards also. AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another award for him, one in this game. But when you look back at last week, and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, but it's also the run after the catch. That's what made it impressive.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. They'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Back to throw here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got it at the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And a round is out here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Hey, report. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This is caught. Touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the beats get a bit closer. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now down to 20. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. They'll look to throw here on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left.
Let's make these babies cry the way that. Shift. He's coming. 18. He's coming. 45.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now a handoff to Cohen running left side. And he's got room.
Woo! Give me some.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 48 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
He'll go right back to Andrews. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Beats are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Sam Sloman for the PAT.
And the lead is down to 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Cohen now to return.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second and 10.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35.
We got plenty of
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 76 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell good with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
2nd and 12.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's 2nd and 10.
First throw now for the backup Brady. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Let's go. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Go, go, go.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down.
a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Max Crosby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. 99 yards.
And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is swelled by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Boswell good with the extra point. That will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
taken in at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 77 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much up. You're going to go to the bench and hang out. He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I want to get some stats. I want to get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, Dobbins, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Throwing is Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing after the interception, Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. To throw again is Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. He juked him. And some room to work. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you still think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.